Hi YouTube, it's Carrie, Lady VSG, here with my week 26 post-op update. Today is Tuesday, October 6th, 2015. I had my VSG surgery on April 6th, 2015 in Tijuana, Mexico with Dr. Ariel Ortiz at the Obesity Control Center. So today is actually my 6-month post-op surgiversary, so I'm kind of excited about that. Technically, Dr. Ortiz had told me I could start drinking like alcohol after 6 months. So theoretically, I could start right now. When I was doing the research before I had the surgery, I had come across a study that showed that weight loss surgery patients who waited a year after the surgery to start drinking again had the same rate of alcoholism as the general population, and those that started drinking prior to 1 year post-op had an increased rate of alcoholism. And so I'm trying to go just that full year. I honestly, I don't think that I would, abuse alcohol, but like considering how much I used to eat and how I can't self-medicate with food anymore, it's something that is concerning enough for me that I'm choosing to just not drink for a year. But so, 6 months in, like, I'm halfway there. And it doesn't, like, the summer sucked because there were so many times in the summer it was like, I just want to sit on the porch and have a beer. Like, it just seems so refreshing and, like, just something that my family is super into breweries and trying new beers and things like that. And so it's something that I missed out on. And I had one of my best friends, Erin, was up from Arizona, and she and Allison and I used to go on like wine tasting trips and stuff because, the Portland area is really near Oregon's wine country. And so there's just a ton of wineries that are not even that far away. And so there's little things like that that I had to miss out on because I wasn't drinking. It wasn't the end of the world, but it was just sort of like, oh, this is inconvenient, But I got to, if we wanted to do that sort of thing, I could always be the designated driver. There's a solution. I don't have to drink to hang out with people, but it's definitely something I noticed that I missed. So I'm excited that I'm halfway done with my goal of not drinking for 2015 and, into part of 2016. But, I'm 6 months post-op. Oh, my stats. So I'm 5'7". When I booked the surgery, I weighed 301.8 pounds. The day of surgery, so 6 months ago, I weighed 272 pounds. And yesterday, because I weigh in on Mondays, but I waited to make the video because today's my official 6-month anniversary. That's not the right app. Hang on. So yesterday I weighed in at 198.3 pounds. So a loss of only 1.1 pounds over the last week, but overall a loss of 103.5 pounds. So yay! I'm still losing. So that's exciting for me. 6 months out, I'm still losing. It's definitely, there's definitely a decline in how much I'm losing week to week and sort of overall. But I feel like, I was really hoping to hit my goal of 160 pounds by New Year's Eve. I feel like I'm not on track to do that now. I think I'm definitely still on track to do that by my 1 year anniversary. So that'll be like kind of my new goal, by my 1 year anniversary, my 1 year surgiversary. So 6 months from now, I want to have lost the remaining, let's see, does this app tell me how much I have left to lose? The remaining, 38.3 pounds would get me to 160. My BMI target, which, I'm sure everybody knows the BMI is not the greatest methodology for measuring anything because it doesn't take into account like muscle mass and things like that. My BMI target is 150 pounds. That one it's sort of sure, it would be cool to be 150 pounds, partially because I've never been 150 pounds that I can recall. Like, even in high school and stuff, I was always like 160 to 170. I'm sure it's possible. I'm afraid that it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to have to be really mindful and really disciplined, and I'll have to be on a really strict diet and really hardcore with my exercise. And right now, that's just not my priority as a person. Like if I made those things my day-to-day priority, you know, like being really strict with my food intake and being really focused on getting not just all my steps in every day, but making sure that I'm doing, you know, like an hour of cardio every day, like that kind of thing, I think that it would be feasible. I don't currently have the desire. I'm trying to think of a way to say this. Like, I could do it. That's not up for debate. I don't think I will do it. Do you get what I mean? It's just not, like, that is not a priority for me at all. I do want to be mindful of what I eat, and I'm trying to be mindful of what I eat. So, you know, last night I cooked dinner. My sister and her family came over, and I made us, because I found a recipe for a chili lime chicken that I could do in the crock pot. So I did that, and then for sides, I made peas and I made mashed cauliflower because I love mashed potatoes. Surprisingly, they're super high in carbs. Not actually surprisingly. You know, because potatoes are just like a big ball of starch. So I made mashed cauliflower, which I actually put too much chicken broth in. So it was like really thick Alfredo sauce. But still, you know, like, so it was the cauliflower, the chicken broth, some butter, and then I put in some garlic and a little bit of salt and pepper. And I threw it all in the Vitamix and just blended the crap out of it. Because my mixing bowl for my stand mixer was in the dishwasher. And so I figured, hey, next best thing, just throw it in the Vitamix. It'll do a great job. And it did. But I put in too much. I put in the chicken broth and the butter first so that the liquid would be on the bottom. And my theory was then the Vitamix would blend it better. So I put in too much chicken broth to start. I think I put in between probably a little bit more than half a cup. So it turned out that was too much chicken broth for how much cauliflower I put in. Anyway, so it was runnier than actual mashed potatoes would have been. It was still fine. Tasted great. Like I just mixed everything together in a little bowl. So it was sort of like one of those Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't even know if they still do it. They had the little bowls that was like chicken and corn and potatoes on top, kind of like a little shepherd's pie. Anyway, so I thought it was great. And so, you know, eating things like that, like peas are not low carb. They're kind of high sugar. I don't know why I said it like that. High sugar vegetable, not as much as, you know, like a potato or a carrot, things like that. But it was still, like, I thought it was delicious. My family ate it. You know, one of my nieces doesn't like peas, but she's 4, so what are you gonna do? Like, that's just whatever. But so, like, things like that, I am mindful of what I eat. I'm doing a much better job of staying on track with my food intake. Birthdays are over for the most part right now in my family. You know, my grandma's birthday is coming up at the end of this month, and then my birthday is right at, like, 2 days after Thanksgiving. So, you know, but it's not like earlier in the month where it was my mom's birthday and then my sister's birthday and then the 4-year-old's birthday, where, like, I love cake. Pastries and specifically cake, basically my favorite thing. And so, of course, I'm not going to say no to cake. I'm better now about, I'll split a piece with somebody. And it might be, even then, you know, like with my niece's birthday and I made her the Elsa cake, I split a piece with my mom and it was still too rich for me to really finish all of my half of a piece. But I still let myself have it because, for me, if I just deny myself things, it's more likely that I'm going to gorge myself on it later. You know, whether it's that same day or whether it's just at some vague point in the future. Like, I know myself and I know that if I don't let myself have, say, a bite of donut or whatever, or split a donut with somebody, there's going to come a day sometime in the future where I'm just going to want a donut so bad, I'll drive to Krispy Kreme, and past me would just get like a 6-pack of donuts and eat them all in one sitting, which obviously not a better solution than just splitting a donut right here and now, and just understanding that, like, yeah, I'm going to track it in MyFitnessPal, and maybe it affects my weight loss this week, or maybe it just means that I have to do more cardio, today and tomorrow, or what. But so I'm not, I know I'm not going to be really regimented about it in the future. So long story short, like 5 minutes ago, those are the kind of the reasons that I know why I don't know if getting to 150 pounds is honestly feasible for me. But we'll see. I mean, maybe with the surgery, maybe my body will find itself a new set point and it won't be such a struggle to get down to the 150 mark. We'll see. Again, I haven't been on track like this before. I haven't gotten, once I get down to 160, we'll kind of see where my body naturally wants to hang out and kind of go from there. So anyway, that was 10 minutes of me just rambling on about why I'm not going to get down to 150. Let's move on. So in terms of what I'm eating, thinking, and feeling this week. So mostly I'm feeling really excited because a week from now, I'm going to be in Disney World with my mom. I'm going to be there for a week. She flies in the day before I do, and then she stays a day or two after me. But mom has a timeshare down at Disney World, and so she was going this, around this time anyway. And this was like 6 months ago, and she asked if I wanted to go with her, and it's like, yeah, of course I want to go to Disney World. Are you kidding me? So I'm really excited. When I've gone with mom in the past, usually we do a big family trip, but my sister is a mother herself and a school teacher, and so it's a little harder for her to take time off during the school year. Both my brothers have their own lives going on. My older brother got married over the summer. My younger brother, is doing his thing in New York. So it's just going to be me and my mom. Usually in the past when we have gone around Thanksgiving. So this is the first time that I will have been going around Halloween, which I'm really excited about because I'm one of those nerds who really loves the Nightmare Before Christmas. So kind of stoked. I want to see everything all decked out in Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. My favorite sweatshirt is my Nightmare Before Christmas sweatshirt, which is an XL or a double XL, so it doesn't really fit me right now. So I'm totally going to buy a new sweatshirt while I'm down there. Mom says Epcot is doing some kind of like wine and cheese festival. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to have wine. Mom might have wine, so that'll, like, part of me sort of like, this is going to be fun. Like, is my mom going to get drunk? Probably not. She's actually kind of a responsible human being. But I love cheese. Like, I'm all about cheese. So that'll be exciting and fun. They've redone Fantasyland since the last time I was down there. I'm not a teacup person. Like, I will ride the teacups. I'm going to hold that middle thing so that the teacup doesn't spin. Because I can deal with just sort of the normal, like, cruising around in the teacup. My older brother and my sister are those crazy people who spin that sucker like it's going out of style. And my brother-in-law and I just sat in our little teacup and we're like, all right, you guys have fun in your barf mobile. And it doesn't make them sick. I don't know. I don't know. Their stomachs can deal with that. I cannot. Anyway, mom probably won't even ride the teacups with me. But so I'm excited to see the new Fantasyland. I'm really excited about Disney World, you guys. Past me made her way, like, mom says that I did this the first time she took me to Disneyland as a 6-year-old, and apparently this has just been my method of getting around any Disney property ever since. I basically go from churro stand to churro stand. So this might be my first trip where I can't just gorge myself on churros the entire time. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna have a churro because, like I said with the donuts, like, A, I don't get churros that often because I pretty much only associate them with Disney properties. And B, like, my memory of them is that they're a foot long. And there's no way I'm going to eat a whole churro. And I can't imagine my mom is going to be excited about splitting a churro with me every day. So I might only get 1 or 2 churros while we're down there. But I'm definitely eating a churro. But yeah, I'm not really sure what my plans are. I mean, okay, so I'm going to take my my little Tupperware omelet maker, that little kidney bean thing that I showed you guys. Like, I'm going to take that down there because, obviously we're staying at a timeshare, so we have a little kitchen area, But I mean, obviously we don't want to eat out every meal because A, that's expensive anyway, and B, are you at a Disney property? Like, sure, there are inexpensive things to eat while you're there, but it's way easier to go to some of these restaurants and then it's not cheap, you know. You're looking at least 10 or 15 bucks a meal and 3 meals a day, like that's more than I really want to be spending. So we've decided we're definitely going to try and do breakfast every day in the hotel or whatever it's called where we're staying. So I'm taking my little omelet maker, so we'll buy eggs, and you know I can make little egg things every morning for us for breakfast. I'm gonna take. I ordered a bunch of Quest bars. Oh, Quest bars came out with a new flavor for October. It's pumpkin pie. So I ordered a box. I don't know why I said like that. Like it is pumpkin pie. It's not allegedly pumpkin pie flavor. So I ordered a box of those. I've got a box of s'more stuff. I ordered another box of my favorite, the cookie dough one. I think I ordered another box of the white chocolate raspberry. I love that one. Like, it's legit like a candy bar for me. It also, I noticed, has like 7 grams of carbs per bar, which is by far the highest of any of the ones that I've tried so far. And I was like, oh, no wonder I like it. It has the most sugar in it. So I'm going to take down a bunch of Quest bars. I still have my big tub of almonds, so I'll portion out probably at least 1 portion of almonds to do per day, and I'll take those down with me. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to take some of my, I still have some of my individual, I can't think of the brand, Syntrax. The Syntrax nectars that I can take down with my, that looked weird. My protein shaker bottle, the one with the little wire whisk ball in it. I can't even, blender bottle, there we go. So I'll take that down too. So I'll just I'll have those things, you know, the almonds and the protein bars I can take with me as we go around the parks in my purse. I can just keep, you know, 1 or 2 in my purse and that'll be okay. The protein shakes, things like that, I'll just keep in the hotel room. But so like those are going to be my little tricks for trying to survive at Disney World. Next week, like I get down there on the 13th and I leave on the 20th. So basically my next week's update will probably be from Disney World. Either that or if I make it on Monday, it'll be the day before I leave. So we'll see. So you'll get at least 1 update from Disney World. It'll either be the next update or the following one when I'm actually at the property. So I will keep you posted and let you know how things are going, if I was able to stick to my plan or not. Mom and I do have reservations at different restaurants that I've wanted to try and I still haven't made it to. So we have reservations at a new restaurant pretty much every day that we're down there. Which is another reason why it's really important for me to stay on point and on track with my stuff when, like, with the stuff that I'm planning on taking down there, because we're going to eat out at least once a day while we're down there, and that might not be low carb. So we'll see. All right. I will check in with you guys next week. I hope you're all doing well and have an awesome day. Bye.